Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary through high school age, and we are going into our 12th year homeschooling this year. Today I am going to be tackling that mess right there and maybe this mess over here as well. This is my homeschool cart, which usually lives out in our dining room because we tend to do a lot of our seat work type work, anything where we have to write. We tend to sit at the dining room table. Actually, I say that, but we go back and forth between the living room and the dining room. My kids have clipboards that they can use and lap desks because nobody wants to sit at a regular desk, which is fine. So anyways, today I need to clean out my homeschool cart. I have some resources from our slow start that we are doing right now. Some of these binders and books and notebooks are things that we are currently using that have just been stuffed into this cart. I did clean it out a few months ago. I had put in all of our summer stuff and our summer stuff is still in there. I'm trying to figure out, we have not finished our entrepreneurship unit. I thought that we would move through it much quicker than we did, but we've really been taking a lot more time to get through and really do some of the case studies. This is mainly because I am giving Emma a half a credit for this entrepreneurship unit based on the amount of work that she has to do, as well as a few other things that I'm including that are not part of that entrepreneurship unit, which is from Gather Round. So I have some summer stuff in here and then just some junk. I need to go through and get it organized for the new school year. Even though we are in our slow start and have not completely started all of our subjects, I do want to get it all put together so it is ready for when we start school fully in just a couple of weeks, which is crazy. So what I'm going to do is clean it out, and then I plan to put the first 9 weeks of materials on here and then see how much space I have. The problem with these is that the top shelf is great, but the other 2 shelves are too short for the size books that we have. So that makes it a little more challenging. Once I get it cleaned out and see what books I have to put on there, I will try and organize them so that everything fits. And then usually on the bottom shelf, I have any sort of manipulatives for Lucy to use, as well as a few school supplies, pencils, and things like that. I need to go through my school supplies and make a list of what I need. I know that I need some 3 and 5 subject notebooks for Emma. Just because of high school work, it's a little bit easier to have those larger notebooks. And I do need some other supplies, but I haven't gone through what I have yet. So I need to go through and see what I have and make my list, because it is currently right now the Target Teacher Days discount. They will give you 15% off one full purchase of school supplies and cleaning supplies and dollar spot stuff. I'll have a link for that if you are not verified as a teacher. It's super easy to do. You can use an HSLDA card, you can upload a notice of intent, you can, any sort of paperwork that you submit to the state. There are also free services to print out your own homeschool ID card, teacher ID. I think through Homeschool Buyers Co-op, they have one for free so that you can do that and get discounts. I actually have a printable that has a bunch of different teacher discounts that are also applicable for homeschoolers, so I will leave a link for that in the description box too. It's always helpful to get a teacher discount. So I need to make my list. I need to clean out this cart. I'm gonna take books off the shelf over here and put them over here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I am done organizing my homeschool cart and my binders down there, and I've actually rearranged some books, which you saw because I have a lot of books on the Homeschool Cart now. This is going to be the first 9 weeks of books and resources that we're going to be using. Some of these resources will be on that cart all year, like the math and the science. This keeps it a little more organized. Obviously, I can keep it on these shelves and the kids could come in and grab the stuff when they need it. But unfortunately, that does not stay as neat and tidy as I would like. No matter how much I want things to be really well put away at the end of the day, they aren't always, because my kids take some of their work to do upstairs in their bedrooms, or they go in the basement to work on stuff, or things are at the desk in the living room. So this is a little bit easier to manage because there's just a few books on each shelf. And actually, the books that I put on the middle shelf this year fit much better. I do have a couple other reference books, those big fat notebooks that I will use for Jack this year, just mainly as like supplements and reference books, not as full curriculum, although I think that you probably could use those as full curriculum as well, just to have them available instead of going up and down the stairs. So I'm going to show you what is on the cart and in my little binder basket. So first I'll just share what's in this little basket. I think I got this off of Amazon, and it just fits the binders really well. I don't have as many binders this year. I have one little one for Lucy's science, one for language arts, then Emma's language arts is in here, and then Jack's language arts, and then that is my binder that has everything in it for the first 9 weeks, which I think that I may have showed you already. It's all the instructor's guides that I have. It's just a little more manageable for me to have it all in one place rather than going through a few different large binders with all 36 weeks or full years worth of curriculum in it. Then I also just have some binder clips and paper clips in this little magnetic container that used to hold a pen from Erin Condon. And then over here on my cart, obviously all of the tall stuff is at the top, and it is kind of heavy, so you have to be careful when you're moving it, especially if you're on rug like I am right now. It will fall over. I think there is a weight limit. I'm not sure what it is, and this is probably too much weight, but it works for the most part for us. So I have Emma's geography, her constitutional literacy, government workbook, and then I have biology, Wordly Wise, and her Spanish, and then this is Jack's pre-algebra. Still don't know if we're going to stay with Matthew C or move to Shorman or move to teaching textbooks. It's still up in the air. This is his main studies workbook, Wordly Wise, and then Lucy, her science, her math, one of her read alouds that does not fit down on this shelf, and her handwriting. And then this is Emma's planner, which is just going there for now. I don't know if she will keep that in her bedroom or on the desk or whatnot. Then on the second shelf, I have the books that Emma's going to be reading for the rest of this term. This, I think, is throughout the year. She is also reading right now The Best of Father Brown. Actually, I think she just finished that. So this is her next book that she will start Monday, and it is Oliver Twist. Then Till We Have Faces and To Kill a Mockingbird. We read this a couple of years ago when we did level 100. With Sunlight, but I am going to have her redo this and do it as a boomerang. Then for Jack, I have a couple of, well, these are all for Maine studies. Sign of the Beaver, Lost on a Mountain in Maine, and then Navigating Early is his September arrow or boomerang. I'm not sure which one it is at the moment. And then English, Big Fat Notebook. I really love these resources. They are super cheap. I think they're like between $7 and $10 for each one. And actually they have a biology one, and they have some new high school ones that I'm going to get for Emma. I have not purchased them yet. And then this is his reading journal, which he writes his books in there and gives them a rating and does a little review. I have a video for this if you want to see the inside of it. And then Lucy's books that I am reading aloud with her. We're just finishing up her first read aloud right now, which is upstairs in my bedroom at the moment. And actually her history books are also upstairs, which is Story of the World, because we tend to read her history upstairs in a chair in my bedroom. And then Robin Hood will be coming, and then a couple other, this is another history book, read aloud, and then science is Magic School Bus, and this DK Planet Earth book. She is doing the Beginner's Bible as her reader, I think through week 10, so I don't have any other books for her for readers right now. And then we used these resources last year, Quick Answers to Tough Questions and Theology, and I'm still reading through some of those. Periodically, my kids read Bible every day on their own, and so I don't typically follow like a family Bible. I really encourage them to build their own devotional time. And then these are just a couple DVDs for the year, Constitutional Literacy, and Pre-Algebra Matthew C for Jack. And then down on the bottom, I just have some note cards and some sticky notes, and these, the Character Matters from September & Co. I don't know if they still sell these or not, or if it's a printable now. I'm not sure, but I really like these little character qualities. I have some little cubes for Lucy, and then this is for memorizing math facts. And then we have a couple of bingo games, and then just some miscellaneous rulers, which I can never find, but I have plenty. I have some of these friction highlighters, which are erasable. I haven't really used them much, but we do have them. And then I have some of these little ruler kits, which I don't think we actually need this year, but I do need to get scientific calculator for Emma. Probably make her days go by quicker. Wet erase markers from Erin Condren. Oh, I have another one of these, Character Matters. What is this? Yes, Character Matters. So I have all three from September & Co. So I have some more pencils, which we've been losing all of our pencils. I mean, it's like a regular occurrence, but recently it's been a lot. And then some glue sticks that I had from Erin Condren, so just a few extra things. I'm happy that this is all organized, and I feel like we are ready to go for August 1st, which is our first official day of school, even though we are currently in our slow start, and we are slowly starting to work through these resources. This week, I'm hoping to start Emma with her biology, and we've been doing language arts, and we have been doing some history. It's good to have that slow start for my family, but I'm much happier when this is all prepared. So I just stick this in my dining room because we tend to start at the dining room table in the morning, where I go over expectations for the day, and we just chat about things that we need to do, usually over breakfast. So I'm going to put these away, and I hope this was informative for you. This cart is actually from Target. I know I had somebody comment on a recent video asking about whether or not I got it from IKEA, and I did not, because we don't have an IKEA near us. I know that they sell some. I know that Michael's has some, or it might not be Michael's anymore. It might be AC Moore. And they definitely have ones that are larger, and I think ones that are a little bit taller on the bottom two shelves. So if that's something that you're looking for, those are some of the places that have them. Walmart probably carries them as well, and I'm sure Amazon has something similar. But we did just get ours at Target. I think they were like 20 bucks on sale last year or a couple of years ago. And so far they work pretty well. It is a little more complicated to keep them organized just because of the height in the bottom two shelves, but I have found that using them for about one term, like 9 weeks worth of work, seems to work well for us. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.